Welcome to Scotland.
Welcome to Scotland, baby.
For the apartment block right there next to the rock. That rock is the best rock you've been to, and that's the best place to live in the world. I'm trying to contemplate these decisions right now. Dumbarton Castle.
मैंने तो व्यू अच्छा लगा था मुझे क्या पता ये इधर है
Picture. Take a picture.
I don't think.
Yes. So checking out an area called Craigmaddie. Now the approach is looking pretty good, but I reckon it might be grimy. This approach neither family proof nor stroller proof, fam. I'm in trouble for bringing family to this mess. To be honest, it's nothing. It's really easy approach, but just like all these like random variables you've got to think about in the family, like random bits on fences sticking out, unevenness in the terrain. You should always check the venue first by yourself to avoid those arguments after, fam. But you can see the rock in the distance, so it's all obviously worth it. Big carry case, pushchair. Strollers are on the way, fam, in Scotland. They get the strollers. To stroll yourself with the things in your hand. Yeah, we're curious to see what we're checking out different bits in the UK for like climbing. We're moving out of London, man. Holds. That's the kind of thing I'm kind of coming into, but the foot thinking it's massive. That's the best pocket you're ever gonna see, fam. There's like some decent slots, some edges. Going that way, which is actually, in my opinion, the nicest looking line. And then the 7 seagulls this way. To be honest, this weather is too perfect for you to not climb. Nope. Not warmed up at all. Hearing all my cracks. Should have put that more in there. Oh no. You're going right over the lip. So you're saying Dumbarton's is like it's impossible to climb on? Okay.
It's just frictionless. You've kind of got to get used to it. I'm getting better throughout the day. I was, but I've never climbed on anything like it in my life.
Sounds a bit like very polished slate.
Very straight.
Yeah, I can do that. A slopey rail at the top. I thought it would be a jug. Oh, gee, that's not even a good hole. So the top's okay. Geez, that's not that great, man. It's quite like sandy. Jeez. How'd you even get down? You jump off? Nice. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I could probably do it like that. The advantage is You're kind of falling into more control. You're probably even going that way. That was a good shot. Yeah, you only bump in, but you need your foot maybe somewhere better.
Oh my god, you lost that arm.
Yes. I think I'm warmed up now, but I gotta go. Well, look. Oh yes, strong. Oh my gosh. Goodness. Oh, that's a lot on your elbows. Oh no! My hand was peeling off. I think I'll come back for it, man. The Mario,
That's really bad, cousin.
I hardly climbed.
Oh, it's really cold.
How it's so hot.
You so many times. Do we need jumper? Do we need bouncer? It's like this.
It's so hot. I got bit by 5 insects.
Hot.
I got spots on my of this area.
That's good.
You're lying. You just.
Why do you need that red cross? Why do you do something?
Salam, my respected specimens. I come to you with peace and happiness and glorification of the Almighty. So the reason we're here today is to see if Gainz could be manifested within this upper region of Scotland, fam. We're living in Glasgow, which is literally right there, one of those towers. But as you can see, around the entire vicinity of the Scottish peninsula of mountains, there's crags dotted around everywhere, fam. So you can get bare lucky driving on these little mountain roads, and hopefully with a bit of breeze and no tick biting your ass, a baby that behaves and a wife that's happy to walk through a bit of mud, you could get to a bit of rock and climb that rock and get excited. Like my man over there, who's travelled 6 hours further north to be south here, which is crazy when you think about it, being in London, which is equidistant from that same point almost. But yeah, the ones we were trying is very similar to Northumberland, that bit of rock, just that boulder. Maybe Albarracine, very nice edges, pockets, crimps. And I was basically just trying to see if I could make it to the top. The first line, I reckon about 7A, maybe upper end 7A, easy 7A plus. And the next one, yeah, 7C, I reckon. But the holes were kind of humid and in a bad shape, so I did dry fire many times. And I felt like I did every move and basically did both climbs. Inshallah, maybe I'll try come to this area again. Otherwise, yes, very nice area and beautiful. It's amazing that you could easily just step out in this nature and come across these amazing venues. There's very different feel to North Wales, as much as you might think it's similar. I think maybe if you drove more further up into the actual peninsula of the Glen Nevis region and studied the geological structure of those rocks, you might be able to inspect the greater level of Gainz to equate to your level of minuscule happiness. But I can see rocks everywhere, fam. Miriam, I think we should have gone further. The issue here is you're climbing with liabilities, fam, and those liabilities aren't even in your ability to be weak or be mentally inept. It's in your inability to be the best father you could be. So you've got to focus on being the best man you could be at all times and respect the ground. Yes, you grounds.
You choose that. My baby's crying.
Right, believe it or not, I stuck to my word and came back here again at 5:30 a.m. in the morning the next day. Saw the sun shining, and because it's sandstone, fam, I understood that this surface, when the sun is shining like this on mornings in the summer, is the greatest to climb on, to be honest. But also, I left the guidebook, so I'm going to try and see if I could find it or locate it. It looks like there's another car here. It might even be that clown from yesterday. I believe I did this with a stroller, fam. It's looking nasty even right now by myself. Oh my god, I thought you were joking when you said you're gonna camp here. I can't believe it. I dropped my guidebook on the way back yesterday. I came back to get it, but I can't find it.
Got it.
It's gone. Huh? Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
You should have sent me a message.
On the way back through.
Yeah, I'll put it in the bottom of the stroller. And yeah, the move's just too much, man. It was harder than the climbing yesterday for sure. Getting the stroller halfway across that field, bro, you don't know how hard that is, man. You gotta carry it. When you gotta carry the baby at time, bro, it's too much, man. I'm never doing that again. Normally I check the area first in the mornings.
Yeah.
Even if it's baby proof or not, then I bring the fire. But I just keep them away back to trying this in Midgecon Heaven, bruv. For some reason, there's none down there, but they're right here where you're climbing. Additional side effect of climbing in too much of a nice place. A lot of tests to believers, fam. And that's what takes us through these hardships. I think you've got to be tactical with what you're doing. You generate some wind, maybe walk around a bit, come in for your attempt and then dip. Right, so I'm back here at Craigmaddie, and yeah, I mean, I'm contending with a lot of insects this morning, to be honest. Midges, as you like to call them, feasting on any form of infestation that they're seeing, like me, fam. Coming in my infestation, touching up the rock and increasing the decomposition of the geological infrastructure matrix that I'm looking to touch up and get to the top of, fam. So, with that in mind, you have to really be patient with your attempts. And it's too hot to be climbing even with your jumper, obviously, because it's in direct sunlight. So you gotta basically take one for the team, fam, when it comes to doing your attempt. And even speaking to the camera, but you have to be wrapped up. Like even now I'm feeling stuff going on me, so gotta be wary of that. But I just want to try and see if I can get the 7C cleaner than the other climb I did earlier. Unfortunately, I was all covered up, so can't even see who I am. But yeah, this one, I feel like I could do it. I've done every move in isolation, really, so I should be able to connect it, to be honest. Just depends on when. The thing is, you've got to be very strategic with your attempts, because it could easily get burned out trying too much too relentlessly with the insects and then get like completely shut down. So just be patient with the process, my friends. I learn to appreciate the journey. Plus, I'm selling these new shirts. Yes, I printed my name in the front this time, when I can see the back. It says to manifest our ultimate gains, fam, and that's something you'll always be telling yourself whenever you try anything in life. Anything important with purpose, you got to manifest the ultimate gains within yourself, the inner self, your true self, and your inner ability to ultimately become the true warrior and specimen that you want to be in life. So let's keep that in mind. Trying to climb relentlessly, trying to pop with the right hand, with my right hip there. I realised, fam, got enough gains here to be fully locking off those crimps. I'm going straight up, fam. I'm missing out that bit. Who cares if it makes it harder or easier, fam? The fact is, you're getting to the top of the rock. The reason why is because it's more straight line. So the uniform angle, even though you're holding the west holds, makes more sense. Just because you're kind of rocking to the side and there's that doubt of dry fire, sideways fall. That stops your mind from fully committing. But it's still possible, to be honest. It'll just take longer to dial. But this one, straightforward, you're pulling a bit harder, but you're getting the same result. Right, finishing this area for now. Area called Craigmaddie. It is amazing. We're free Palestine. When I say that, I don't mean just the specific nation. We're free everyone of oppressive ideologies which are subjugating their existence in undue fashion, indiscriminately, and wiping them out, fam. Of starvation, hunger. So all those fascists, fam, you guys need to find a way to live in peace or live peacefully in hell where you belong, fam. But yeah, free the world of all the oppressions and chaos war brings, and especially the civilians. That's why I got this shirt in these colours, because if you stand with Palestine, then you stand on the right side of humanity. So with that, you have to be grateful for your existence and treat other people the way you want to be treated yourself, the cornerstone of any form of happiness. So with this problem here, right, in the end, I kind of just went straight up with my right hand. My left foot slightly scraped along the pads, but that's the best I could do right now, to be honest. I think I must have got to go back. But I really like the other line going across. I think that's a nicer, more smoother line. This one's a bit more straight line if you did it the way I did it. But then that way it requires you to be a bit stronger, but then it's safer if you fell. I think I'll still give it the same grade, so we stick to the Scottish sandbag. But if I move to Scotland one day, this will probably be my local area, so hopefully I'll try and come back again and try and see if I could improve my performance today. You're going on an adventure with your daddy, Mohammed. How'd you feel? We're going to see if we can get to the top of the mountain, or I'm going to pass out trying. Get it, Mariam. Mariam, do you like hills? Why? It's good for you. You have to surmount and go up the hill, not become a hill. Because if you become a hill, then people are going to be trying to go up you all the time.
Thank you.
Yes, top of Edinburgh, fam. Very easy path for you to sit down. I made a vessel on the adventures. Right, exploring Scotland's ruggedness in nature, and in reality, fam, is crossing over these obstacles. You see the rock in the distance on the mountains. You try to get through it, you're taking chances on these little spots, because that could be full of mosh or a swamp. You can't be sure, fam. You gotta cross and jump onto there, bro. It's a bit of a liability, I'll be honest. Yes, finally made it. Can't believe it. You know that because of the water. You gotta get good at reading the geography. So if you take the lower path in, you're basically gonna get sucked by the swamp. So you're better off taking the higher path or staying higher up. I've been looking for the signs, the sound of water to help direct you. Yeah, Scotland is untapped raw nature, fam. Nothing like I've ever seen. The scenery is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It's better than Lake District, better than anything, fam. But you gotta be willing to walk through those barriers of nature to get to the rock. we go. Right, having done the last one, I reckon, yeah, V4 max, 5 probably. But now let's try something a bit harder. But it's raining now. This is what happens in Scotland, fam. Nah, high heels not the way. Figured this one out. I'm just gonna do it like a moonboard problem. Watch. Moonboard benchmark.
Hello.
Yeah, if that was on a moonboard, I'll say like stiff sandbag 7A. Maybe easy 7A plus. Hard to tell, to be honest. But you're trying harder for sure. Especially because it's my 3rd day in a row climbing now. But yeah, this boulder's quite cool. It's quite like, as you can see, there's boulders all over everywhere, but you have to be willing to find them. But you can find stuff near the road like Wales. Except the terrain is a bit more, less explored, so you'd have to be willing to go through that arduous journey. But I'm gonna try to do one more extension link project for the future and see if it's possible. But I might be out of time because it's raining now as well a little bit, so gonna see how we get on. As you know, there's like an undercut here you could use. But you'd have to find some feet. Chuck to that slopey Gaston. Much worse than it looks. It's quite like flat and sloping down. And then you just chuck on it and right. But I think it might be a future thing.